Hey everyone, Lensmanels here and welcome to Age of Engineering episode 16. I hope everyone's doing well today. I've been trying to get some bits and pieces done. Ding, it's always funny how noises happen when I'm recording. Been trying to get some bits and pieces done, and you can see here I have an empowered block of payless crystals. So this required a few things. What were they? Required a piece of cobalt. Let's just have a look at payless. So the empowered payless crystal required prismarine, cobalt, blue slime crystal, and a raw fish, and they were in this chest, this crate last time. But if you look there, it also requires 8 million RF to make it. These are all still fairly drained. They only hold, I think, 800 each. So I set this all up and I've just had it running, and I've been trying to keep all this area stocked and literally running out of power consistently the whole time. So even though everything is relatively passive in this pack, or in my base here, it still didn't stop me from having issues where I ran out of power. And let's just do that. You done yet? No, apparently not. Getting there. We are getting low on bog earth. I did put up in here. It's not time again. What a shock. What's that? Something flickered. I put a worm up here to see if it would work, and it does actually seem to work. It's not real often, but you do see the sparkles every now and then. There you go. So it does work, and I was a bit dubious as to whether it would work, but it seems to work fine, which is cool. Let me just grab some more of this canola. Alright, and we'll head back inside, night time and all. So this episode, for a start, let me get rid of the canola that I just picked up. I wouldn't mind automating this, but I really don't have the materials I require. There's a mob party out there. I don't have the materials I require to make what I want. I was going to hook up a bunch of conduits from the farm over to here. But at the moment, yeah, I just don't... I need a few more ender pearls, I think. I'll make some more conduits, like the item conduits. Threw 5 stacks of dirt in here, 6 I think it was. That was full, and the machine was full, and I've just let this potter through, sort of thing. When I started it, I was here, so this is all the stuff that I've gained since I kicked it off. Soil. That's just dirt. I don't know what soil is. What does soil do? Can't tell. I do need the broccoli at some point. I think it needs to be cooked broccoli though. Right, let's do that. Let's just can I cook you? Awesome. So that'll be needed for empowering an emerald. I think it is empowering the emerald one with this thing. So let's pick. You can see I've done a bit of drawer tidying up. I did have them up here and I couldn't reach it. I realised that that was a really silly place to try and put it. And I could not reach anything to get it out of the drawer again. Alright, so let's see. I've got a few potatoes. I think I had some cooking up and I really don't know what I did with them. I've cleaned my inventory out a couple of times. Oh, here they are. Cleaned my inventory out a few times. Got some stuff in here that I want to use. I think literally this was what was in my inventory. The Endoro conduits are what I want to get into at some point. So the reason I made the payless, can I pick it up? Alright, so empowered payless crystal block. I'm actually going to turn it back into crystals. And we're going to use these. So there's a couple of things I wanted to do, and I've got a few windows popped up over the other. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it was industrial craft. Actually, let's just go with thermal. This is a power tier 2, so it shouldn't be an issue if I hook it up to the system that I've got here. So let's make a thermal centrifuge, because we're going to need this eventually in order to get a couple of things. We can get stuff out of slag. We can get tin, copper dust, and a bunch of bits and pieces. But this is really where we need to start looking, is uranium and plutonium. I can't get plutonium until we get fuel rods. But we will need plutonium at some point to make deep resonance. So I figured, why not get it up and running now? There's a few things I want to try and work my way through, but this was one I just figured, let's make it now and see how we go. So what we need for this is we're going to need one of these. So that's diamond dust. So I just took a few diamonds and threw them in the grinder here. But then I also found some diamond horse armor in the nether just before. So I've got a little bit more of that. So that can just go back in that chest for now. But this will get us energium dust. And then we take those 9 energium dust, throw them in the compressor. And that will get us the energy crystal. Then we also need an advanced circuit. I hope that's the only advanced circuit I need. Yep. So let's make, so we can't be doing mechanism yet, but we can make this one. So we're going to need 4 empowered Restonia, 2 empowered Palus, 2 glowstone, and an electronic circuit. So I've got all of that. So let's make the advanced circuit. I don't think I needed the ardite ingot. You can go away. Next thing is this. So I need 2 redstone and that crystal. So let's grab the crystal and let's grab 2 redstone. Excellent. And we'll make a mining laser. Now these are cool in themselves, you know. But I want to make the thermal centrifuge. So there's 2 more things I'm going to need. One is this. I need a piece of iron. I think 5 is actually what I need. So there's a table here. So that, we get the electric motor. And I'm just missing the copper coils, which I have somewhere. I made the copper coils. Where did I place them? Or did I use them already for something? No. Yes, I need to make 2 more. Whoops. So copper. I think it's 3 each. So these need to go into here in extruding mode. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. I need 1 more. One more of you. It's unfortunate. So I need 2 of them there, and then copper cables around the outside. It's 1. You guys out here are very noisy. Can you keep it down? You're starting to get on my nerves. Mobs. Can't live with them. Can't make them magically disappear. Well, I suppose you probably could, depending on the mod list you got. Let's see. One last one. There we go. Excellent. That's going to give us the coil. This is the thermal centrifuge. I'm pretty sure I can put this down so my eyes are squinched up. Awesome. Okay, so thermal centrifuge can do a few things. I don't remember if I need to give it a redstone signal to run. I think I do, to get it to start generating power. But it's building up power fairly quickly. This is draining. That peat is probably a bit too much, but I mean, this is probably draining like wildfire. So we'll generate power This holds 48,000 EU. That's cool. So we've got recipes here. But yeah, we can put slag in and get coal dust, which is pretty cool. I don't know of too many other uses for slag except for making the blast bricks. And we've already got that. So where is the slag? I think I had it in here somewhere. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't know if I can use this type. That would be interesting. Can you? No. Well, that's unfortunate. I probably don't have too much of that then, because I think we condensed it all into one drawer. Who knows? There's so many things. I'm really not sure where they went. What's that? Coffee beans. Cool. So, no, unfortunately they're around somewhere. Put that in there, you can go in there. Okay, so that was one thing I wanted to try and get up and running, was the thermal centrifuge. As I said, it will have its uses. There's a few things we can do. Like this crushed stuff comes from our macerator, so it will give us the ability to get a little bit more output from it. Yeah, we get some tin dust. But yeah, this uranium will be needed at a later date. Iron, we get a little bit of gold. Silver, we get a little bit of lead. Tin gives us iron. Gold gives us silver. So there's just a little bit of a bonus in terms of outputs. And then if you really want, you can do an ore washing plant and get an even bigger bonus. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this requires a redstone signal to be running. Otherwise it takes time to heat up. Alright, now that was one thing I wanted to do. The next thing I started to look at, now what was that again? Let's just throw this in here and see what happens. I think it needs to heat up. We're going to chew power. It's still going up. We're not generating there, so that's all right. So even in running mode, it's not pulling as much as what we're generating from outside. Oh no, there it goes. There it goes. So now that it's processing, it's actually pulling a fair bit of power. And even with this running, it's draining fairly substantially. So that'll give us a little bit of a bonus. Let's have a bit more power. All right, give me just 1 second, and I'll just work out what it was next. I think it might have been a solar panel and empowering the emerald, but I'll just put a cut in here and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next item I wanted to finish off was this one over here. So we were making the algorithm separator. I knew there was a reason I needed the thermal centrifuge, and that is to make these tiny piles of lithium dust, which is 2 nether quartz in here. Now this thing is absolutely chewing power too, and I'm literally burning through my backlog of redstone just to keep it powered. So you can see this you can drop redstone in here and it will use it to generate power. So I can put a piece in here and we'll get a couple of hundred out of it. It's not ideal, but this is really just like eating power. So just so I can finish the recipe off. Oof, I don't think that's even going to be enough. I'm really just getting down low. Hopefully this is the last bit that I need. Come on, almost there. Excellent. So there's the 9 that we require. I'm going to put this in here and put that in the compressor because that's going to be needed. Oh, we're out of stuff in here too. Eesh. Things needing all the powers. Right, lithium dust, excellent. So to do the empowered diamantine, we need fertilizer, ash, lithium, and benitoite. Found some of this in the nether. Found a little bit, like that's, I was mining for a while, so we got that. We want that. I'm kind of hoping I have ash. Ash comes from smelting peat. Okay, I can do that. It's, you know, it's a little bit wasteful, but should be able to throw this in here and smelt it. And then the last thing we need is fertilizer. There's some ash. I'll have fertilizer outside. Just let me sleep. I may have some in this table. Did I leave the recipe in it? I did. Okay. Cool. So if I put this in here, that should start empowering. Excellent. So that's going to take 2.4 million, I think. So 8, 16. That should have enough in it. Fingers crossed. Just go over here. Throw that in. This is all backlogged again. And this is why I need to get this all fixed up so I can remove things from here. Go back in there. Goodness me. Cool. Awesome. I can hear a spider, but I'm going to ignore it. So let's run back in here. Okay, the diamantine crystal is done. We have an empowered diamantine crystal. We can put this in here and we're going to get the algorithm separator. So I'm going to need that. I think I have an MV connector somewhere. Connector. Cool. Let's take this downstairs. Put it next to our stone separator. Plonk him down there. One of them on top. We'll set it up to be powered off this. This should charge up. So the algorithm separator can make us a few things. It's going to get us tanzanite, large tanzanite, from blocks. It'll give us normal tanzanite from lapis. We can get weakened diamonds now. Redstone ingots directly from redstone, which is cool. And you get tanzanite out of tanzanite wood too. So this is one of the things we need. So to make like the next greenhouse up, we're going to need the tanzanite. We need tanzanite and an energy module to make a starch extractor, which is cool because it uses and that's why I got the potatoes into the farm out there. It uses potatoes and coal and generates 40 RF tick. So we could set up a little thing outside and we could probably use potatoes and peat or whatever it ends up being to run power from there. 40 RF tick, nothing to sneeze at. Let's see, let's go back. So you need tanzanite once you get to the atomic calculator, which is age 8, to get the glowstone one. So weakened diamonds, also used in the events greenhouse, and also used in the analyzing chamber, but cheaper than making it the normal way. So reassembly, no, cool, nothing else exciting out of that. But yeah, just a few things that we can make now. But large tanzanite's one of the ones that we're looking for. Tanzanite in general. Health module. I'm not 100% sure how the health module piece works. Let's see. So I do need to get to atomic calculator. There's a bunch of other stuff that we need to work towards, but for the meantime, the large tanzanite is something that I want mainly to go for the advanced processor and for this. So energy modules are fairly straightforward. In fact, we could probably make one of these now, unless I've got one in here. Did I get an energy module? No, but I did get a power cube. So yeah, let's try and make one. Let's see if we've got the stuff. We've got a little bit of time left in the episode. Let's see, I should be able to get a block of lapis. Cool. Throw him in there and he will separate out. Excellent. Starch. So scientific calculator, I need the energy module, which needs purified coal, which is enriched coal, which is coal dust and coal coke in the calculator. So let's take them. I'm going to take you. Head on up. Now, okay, so I want one of them. Should have my calculator around here. Yep, that and that gives me this. The next one is, oops, go back one. Enriched gold in the scientific. So we need an enriched gold. Here's one. We switch the calculator over. That gives me this, and then what's the next step? The power cube and the purified in the scientific. Power cube, that one. The energy module, starch generator. So this will now generate, as I said, 40 RF a tick. And we can just hop outside and we'll just give it a bit of a demo. Let's place you down there. One of them, thanks. I do have some potatoes on me. So I should be able to put in this for fuel and then potatoes. So it's producing 40 RF a tick. Fairly standard. You can put any fuel you want in here. And it will produce that as long as it has items in it. So it's just a nice little bonus way of getting a little bit more RF. I mean, we've got these things here which are completely passive. And this is doing great for not having to worry about it. But yeah, just thought that'd be cool to get towards. All right, I'm going to put another cut in and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So I think what I'm going to start working on now, thanks Mr. Spider, wherever you're hiding, I'm going to start working on extra utilities. I want to get a couple of the things going because we are going to need it. And then I think in between episodes, I'm probably going to need to start making some better armor, maybe dark steel if I can. Not sure how much is changed. Dark steel, iron, coal dust, obsidian. Oh, that's still the same. A lot of RF, and it's going to take me a while because I want to make a full set of armor. So once we make the armor, we'll need to start enchanting it, and getting the ability to fly would be great. I don't think we're getting anywhere near any of this. Vibrant capacitor bank. Wow. Actually looks fairly normal recipe if that sounds interesting, but yeah, so we need a lot more than what we have now, but I'd like to start getting this stuff done. But just to wrap up the episode, I thought we'd make perhaps some solar panels and get a resonator going. Shouldn't take us more than a couple of minutes. It's all fairly similar. Should have a couple of empowered Restonia still, I hope. Think. One. So I'm going to need to empower some more. What are they again? That. Let's see real quick. And the block would probably be better, wouldn't it? Ardite, rose red, isn't anything, and red garnet. We'll do the block, I think. Makes more sense. Oh, not that. I want the table. Now that I've covered everything up, it makes things a little bit harder. Alright. Block of redstone. Let's grab everything. What happened to that poor spider out there? Well, something died. And the garnet is what we need, isn't it? Right, cool. Let that go. I've got some polished stone. So polished stone is just bricks in a crafting table. So let's make solar panels. Where are they hiding? There. We're going to need probably 3 sets. So let's grab 9 lapis. And them. Nine lapis. Go back to that table. I'm gonna go find the spider in a second. Is it you? Because you're noisy. Right, let's head up on the roof and throw the solar panels down. Right, so there's 9. That will take a few minutes. So the resonator, let's go back to extra utilities. The resonator is going to require 5 steel, block of coal coke, and a resonating redstone crystal. Steel. Let's make the block of coal coke. So it's going to require to run a little bit after that drains all of these out. It needs, I think it was 4 mil. Everything's empty up here. I probably need to hook up my power systems to each other so they are all linked together. That would make a lot more sense than what I currently have. Conduit. I can probably make some energy conduits, so that's just hopefully just redstone and iron. Just make 12. Maybe not, because that's all the iron. I'll just get these going because they'll be needed in next episode. Because I'll hook up probably a conduit just through here with probably the connector on the end of it. So I might not need so many. Let's just go with 3 sets. Cool, that's working. How do we get in here? Yeah, got a few more circuits. Nothing too exciting coming out of all this. It's still running. There's still a fair bit in there. All right. Come on, hurry up. Sheesh, things take forever. That being said, I'm kind of getting a little bit stuck in this pack at the moment, just because of the progression is fairly difficult. So it makes it. This thing is just hard. It makes things a little bit difficult to get going for you, but doing my best to keep things interesting and new. Come on. Right. Let's just head back inside. I don't know if I can break this and pick it up now. Let's just do that. Take it inside and hook it into our system. Yeah, that might work. Let's grab the hammer. Cool. Put them in there. Put that in there. That can just generate some more power for us. Just a little bit. Have some wood. Probably not the most ideal use of wood. Have some wood. You probably don't need it. Wow. Alright, I'm going to cut here. I'm going to let this finish. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, that's finally finished. And while I was waiting, I got a few of these conduits up and running. That now drops downstairs. And I will clean this up in the meantime, mainly due to just making it a bit tidier. It'll be good when I can get facades, so I can run them in behind the wall, that sort of stuff. But this is our empowered Restonia crystal. It's in this table, isn't it? Yep. So that's there. That gets us our resonator. And then it should be able to put that up in there. Awesome. Should be able to put that in there. It's night time at the moment, so if I sleep, we should get power generating. Cool, and we've got 9 panels up there, so we've got 9 GP at the moment. We're going to use this to make some stone burnt, and stone burnt's used in a lot of things. Water mills and windmill. What else we got here? Wireless RF battery. Screens, mixed utilities, and then we've got machine bases from environmental tech. So that's going to require triple compressed and basalt and stone burnt. So on our way towards getting some environmental tech stuff up and running. And it also makes some machine blocks for extra utilities too. So we can start getting into some of the machines from there as well. What's this one? Player chest. Okay, so that's with a skelly skull. Wireless batteries, well, that needs a wireless charger, which is electrical steel, and into resonators, and this is what we need to do as well, painting machine. Having a small issue at the moment. I'm going to need to get not electrical steel is not what I wanted. I wanted silicon. Silicon's a little difficult to get at this point. I'm either going to need to do an arc furnace, electric arc furnace from Advanced Rocketry, or a mechanism crusher, and I can't do either of them yet. The arc furnace maybe. It's going to take a bit of work. It's going to require a bunch of stuff. Control circuits, which isn't too bad. So this is something I'm going to need to start looking at. Probably going to need the precision assembler. Maybe not. No, we can get away with normal crafting recipes here. Copper dust and enhanced circuit boards will get us into that, and then we need to make these up. We're going to need a bunch of heat-proof bricks. So magma creams gets a 16. I forget how much it is. I did make it in one of my previous packs. So that's something else to start working towards. We've got a resonator that'll get us started. We've got a better power conduit system now. I did go downstairs and take out a bit of the floor and put some conduits in. I don't have enough to just burn them all yet to put in this. Worst case, I'll knock them back one and put MV connectors on them and get rid of the ones up top. It's just messy. But we've got a link between the two now. So these should be powering upstairs too via that cable. So yeah, things are progressing slowly. And I hope to, well, I don't know, next episode, I really want to get into environmental tech and get some better power. I'd like to get a massive big solar thing, but I can't do that. I can't get into that yet. Solar panels require lots and lots of power, which again isn't that bad. I've got the other stuff I would need. Clear glass, photovoltaics, statics, so we're going to need vibrant, energetic, lots of empowered Restonia. Lots of power required. The lightning rod may be the other way of doing it, but that's lots and lots of iron. Lightning rod would be probably the cheaper way. But yeah, again, lots of iron. Anyway, gonna wrap up here. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments in the section below. I am going to get rid of this. This is annoying. And I hope you come and join me next episode, where I'm not sure what we'll do. Whoop, I might have to leave that one. Otherwise I won't get power over here. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later.